What is going on, crypto legends? How is everybody doing? Hope you're doing absolutely fantastic, guys. Yes, we are here. We are back. We are analyzing Bitcoin. Will history repeat after the halving? We do have just under 2 months for the halving to be happening, guys. Are you excited? Really, it's not much of an event, because when we do take a look at the previous halvings, okay, we do see how the price really doesn't do much. We even got a drop after the halving back in 2016. A bit of a sideways action here in 2012. Of course, just after 2-3 weeks, we started a massive rally. It's going to be interesting how the halving is going to play out in the next weeks after it does, okay? May, June, July. Are we going to see the same effects from the previous cycles? Or is the price of Bitcoin topping out? Of course, we are in a local top, no doubt about it. We can see that double top forming here during yesterday, as we did get that swing failure pattern. This is really good for swing shorters, okay? This could be that type of short position that you could hold to $49,000, $48,000, $47,000. We could be getting that corrective move, okay? So swing short traders, if they did manage to get that double top, then obviously it's a short trade to hold for the next coming days, potentially weeks, right? For those day traders like myself, I've already taken profits from that short position. And obviously looking at the range, we did create a nice little swing failure pattern. Now, this is what I like about range trading, guys. Range trading, okay, you have the high of the range right over here, and then you have the low of the range, okay? I'm putting that on in gray because I like gray for the lows and highs. And we also have the lows of the range. What we do know many times is there's liquidity beneath and above those highs and the lows of the range. So we did get that swing failure pattern from the highs, and we also got a quick one here just today, getting that bounce from the lows, and we got a significant bounce. This was a bounce of almost $1,000. So if you're a quick trader right there, you can get some really nice profits on this movement to the upside. Got a significant bounce here, just claiming highs, claiming lows. So now that the highs and the lows have been claimed, and we formed a bit of a double top right there. We have been pumping like crazy for several weeks. Is it time for a little bit of a cool off? I think so. I think we could get that dip, okay, beneath $50,400, which is the low from today. And we're going to analyze what are the most important levels here beneath this range, okay, because I am very much aware of that scenario of the price action dipping down this level and forming a new range where we will be looking for great opportunities. Now let's start off here with the comment section, okay? First of all, we're going to talk about those major levels, okay, of support here in the next coming minutes. Make sure to destroy that like button, legends. Absolutely destroy the like button here as you join the live stream. And we're going to go through, of course, higher time frames. We're going to go through lower time frames to analyze the most important levels of resistance and support where we could see the price of Bitcoin ranging, okay? We're going to talk about more locally what's happening here, what happened with the previous day levels, what's happening currently right over here. Really nice, good trading opportunity when you're just using the previous session volume profile, looking at the previous levels. I'll explain that in just 1 second, okay? Pure education as always, and then we're going to go through here some major important levels that we could have as support. Also some interesting stuff that is going on that I want to go here through the end of the stream, of course. So make sure to enjoy, grab yourself a cup of coffee, a cup of tea. Stick around because it's going to be a banging stream here. We're going to talk about the most important scenarios here for Bitcoin. Let me go quickly through the comment section, say hello to the community as always. Lex, ayo. Andy, how are you doing? Lex LLC. Early birds gets the US dollar tether. You know what I'm saying. First on the like button, says Vince. Thank you very much. Moonboot Boy, Seb, thank you very much for joining the stream, my man. Miko, I'm pretty new to trading and I've been thinking about what to do when the price jumps above all-time high. Do we just wait for the level to start forming or what? Look, I mean, trading, I'm not sure if it's spot trading or leverage trading, but I can already tell you once the price action starts breaking above all-time high, that is the moment I am going to start DCAing out. I'll be selling 5% of my Bitcoin just as we get above all-time high. Give or take $75,000. I'll be selling 5% on my entire Bitcoin portfolio, right? It's not much. It's 5%. We don't want to sell much. We want to take profits. But, you know, we could be heading to $200,000, $300,000 based on the massive inflows that we do have on Bitcoin. So, but as you know, what we do is simple. The strategy is simple. It was time to DCA in 2022 and 2023. We knew this. Could we go to 15K or not? Maybe yes or not, but that doesn't, you do not need to stop DCAing, okay, trying to predict that we are going to go down to 12K, 10K. If it does, we're going to buy cheaper Bitcoin. But what happens if it doesn't and we are waiting to buy at cheaper levels? Well, this is why we DCA on the aggressive move down during 2022 and part of 2023. And the strategy is extremely simple. It's an always winning strategy in the case of Bitcoin. I'm not sure with other altcoins and stocks. Okay, you need to be cautious because a lot of altcoins will not reach their previous all-time high, just like what they did in this cycle, right? In the previous cycle, a lot of altcoins did not reach the all-time high of 2021. Imagine if you're waiting for that all-time high to be hit and it never comes. You're stuck with your bag. But in the case of Bitcoin, it always comes, and it will come in the next 1, 2, 3 years. I don't know. Who cares? I know it will come at some point. So what you need to do is have that strategy as an investor, right? I'm not also an investor apart from a trader. I do have a bunch of Bitcoin in my portfolio, and I would be happy, of course, to start selling a little bit of that Bitcoin as we break all-time high, okay? Just a quick response to that, okay, Miko? Always give education for people that are new, people that are more advanced. Hello from Dubai, Rak. How are you doing? What's up, Anup? Thanks for joining. Where's BTC going? Well, we're going to analyze some major levels where we could see the price reacting. Smash the like button. Nizam, thank you very much, Nizam, for the support. Looks like December, says Mark Dutch. Thanks for joining the stream. Aditya, how are you? Let's go. Bit Phantom, Marco, Sir Lewis, what's up, mate? Daniel, hello. Daniel, how are you doing? Vince, Rack, Apple Pie, tons of liquidity above 51,400. What do you use for CVD, bro? What do you use for CVD? Well, I have AGGR.trade. Of course, you have other platforms such as, you know, you have, what's the one with the footprint? You have ExoCharts. You have also Atos. You have Coinalyze, which is also free on Coinalyze. On AGGR.trade, it is also free. So why not use free softwares when they are free, right? So AGGR.trade for CVD. Sorry, legends. NVIDIA. So we take a look at NVIDIA. We know about gold. I wanted to go through gold for anybody that missed the stream yesterday, explaining how, you know, what is to come. Let's go right away through NVIDIA to see what is going on. NVIDIA, a little bit of a pullback on NVIDIA, of course. Yeah, I mean, not much to analyze here. I mean, this is just, yeah. Yeah, NVIDIA has looked like an altcoin. Look at this in just 1 year. You know, this did a 6x, which is pretty good in just 1 year. So NVIDIA absolutely skyrocketed in 2023. It's just basically getting a bit of a major correction here during the last, you know, few days. Bit of a pullback. We ain't here to analyze NVIDIA. I mean, major run here to the upside on NVIDIA in price discovery, just getting that pullback, obviously, after this insane rally that we've had in 2024. Do you think NVIDIA will affect BTC today? I don't think so. Let's go right away. What about Bitcoin Cash? What about Bitcoin Cash? Long time since I haven't checked this chart. Bitcoin Cash will have its moment. It will have its moment, okay? I think, you know, if Bitcoin gets a solid drop of several $1,000s, we could expect Bitcoin Cash to get the pullback as well. This does look really nice for the price to actually get one more pullback heading to the halving, and that would be like the ultimate buy zone in my opinion, as a three corrective wave structure right there after this massive impulse that we had in June of 2023. I mean, Bitcoin Cash pumped 200% in a matter of about a week or so, 2 weeks. 200% pump. Now just consolidating. Obviously, if we were to get this breakdown of, this does look still very, very corrective, this ascending channel. If we were to get that breakdown to claim this low, this would be the ultimate buy zone for Bitcoin Cash. It does look very choppy, still looks very corrective. I mean, if Bitcoin were to get a corrective move in the coming, days, few weeks of several $1,000s, I would be expecting, some of these altcoins such as Bitcoin Cash to get that move to the downside to see if we are going to get into a great buy zone. Bitcoin Cash will manage to get significant pumps in the bull run. But do you know what happened with Bitcoin Cash when we do analyze Bitcoin Cash history? It did not manage to reach its previous all-time high, which was over $4,000. Absolutely epic. This is why I say about altcoins, a lot of people, that are believers in Bitcoin Cash, and I think Bitcoin Cash is good. It's not the real Bitcoin, but it's faster. It is as secure. It is cheaper. This is why it was created, Bitcoin Cash, to use as cash, because Bitcoin would be a problem to use as cash currently. Not with the Lightning Network, but things apart. Bitcoin Cash did not manage to reach its all-time high. Look at this small little pump that it had in 2021. If people were expecting to hit all-time high at $4,000, then, you're stuck with your bags of accumulation here back at the same levels. It's been over 4 or 5 years right now, and you're still at the same levels in the case of Bitcoin Cash, right? So not too sure if it would even reach the previous all-time highs, from the last cycle, right? Above $1,600. We just never know. Never know about the altcoins, okay? Ethereum, yes, obviously the strongest crypto network that there is at the moment. Well, not the strong, well, I would say the strongest, but the one that is more used, where we have everything built up, almost everything, 80% of the projects. Then, of course, we have Solana, ADA, and rest of them. But Ethereum, obviously being the number one, in my opinion, it will smash through the all-time high. It's just very, very likely, being the number one network in the crypto space. Andy, what are your settings on the VPVR? What are the settings on VPVR? These are the settings. Row size 200. That is basically it. So let's go right away. What about TRX? I like this blockchain. TRX, not too sure. I never liked the creator of TRX. Can't remember his name. Jason Sun. I'm not really a strong believer about TRX. Same with the Binance Smart Chain. Everything that runs on Binance Smart Chain is, for me, it's really fishy. Ethereum. I'm fully Ethereum, decentralized. Binance Smart Chain. Not liking it too much. Don't like it too much. Anyway, let's go and crack on here with the pure technical analysis. Levels of interest on Bitcoin. What do we have here? Well, I think most of you already see it, right? We have a double top, an M pattern. We have the clear neckline that we do have here sitting at $50,500. Is this going to create a successful breakdown? This for me is going to be an interest buy zone, legends, okay? I do strongly believe that we could be forming here a bottom formation. You have most of people, retail, thinking that this double top is going to create a massive dump. And of course, you got those breakout short traders that are shorting aggressively the drop here. You might get a consolidation, one more last dip here, looking for that double bottom formation locally, or more on the 1 hourly time frame. We're just going to have to analyze the situation. I'm going to talk about the important levels here, guys, because this is a classic trap zone. Okay, looking at the liquidity, there's really a bit of liquidity here above 53K and below $50,000. Of course, when we zoom in here on lower time frames, we do have a bit of cheeky liquidity from short positions from that double top scenario, right? That swing failure pattern. A lot of short liquidations here sitting at 53,500. Of course, this is all of the people that started entering very aggressive shorts once we got the double top, right? It makes sense to have that liquidity all the way up there. So this is why if we were to drop down here beneath this neckline, it's going to be a classic trap scenario. And the main reason why this could happen, zooming out on the higher time frames, is looking at this as a 1 wave, 2 wave, 3 wave. You know, this is possibly the 4th wave, and we're going to have to create one more wave here to the upside. And of course, common targets for that 4th wave would be in between the 236 and the 50% Fibonacci from the pivot low of the wave 2, okay, the finished of the wave 2 and the pivot low of the wave 3. And you are looking here for the 236, which is just sitting beneath that neckline. Could this be the low? Or could we get that leg down to 382 at 48,700? We're just going to have to analyze very carefully the momentum that we have to the downside here. The sign of strength, keeping it simple, the sign of strength, okay, because when the trend is to the upside, you want to get into those corrective moves. How can I detect that sign of strength? How would I know that this is the 4th wave? How do I know where the low is going to be in a 3-wave structure here? How do I know? Nobody knows. Nobody knows how impulsive it can go. Can it go to the 382, the 50%? Where's the reaction going to be? I don't know, guys. However, what I do know, and what will you know as well by the end of the stream, by the end of the next coming minutes, never mind the end of the stream, is a sign of strength will be as soon as you reclaim this pivot low, knowing that this has already been the bottom of this 3-wave structure to the downside. As long as you do get above successfully, and successfully I mean with decent price action, okay? None of that choppiness here above this level. None of this is going to be good. You want that nice clear move to the upside with some decent price action and volume. That will be a clear sign of strength here that the price will likely get that continuation to the upside to hit the highs again. Okay, so we want to get jumping into some long positions here as we rise on the retracements. Okay, and there will be levels formed. We'll have clear levels to analyze the situation here where we could jump into longs. But that would be the clear sign of strength here. Okay. And that is basically a little bit of my Picasso drawing, all right? Just a little bit, so it does make sense, guys. It does make sense. We have this impulsive, corrective, impulsive. This is corrective right now. And that leg to the downside would be ideal. It's very likely to happen, in my personal opinion, because we haven't even hit the 236 Fibonacci, right? Which is just at $50,300, give or take. That level kind of needs to be claimed as a minimum requirement for the 4th wave. So we could either do this, get back up, or we could either do this, come down here to the 382, get a pretty decent pullback. Then we're going to have to analyze the situation here, or either at the 236. Now, zooming in on lower time frames. What you want to see, okay, because a lot of people will be impatient. They'll be trying to catch the bottom here. For example, there's going to be a lot of shorters as well, thinking about this double top M pattern, right? A lot of people possibly shorting as we get that breakdown from this clear level. It's a clear neckline right now, which is that $50,650. It's going to be really interesting to see how this price action develops. These are non-events for me. I will not be doing anything, nothing, nada, here on the movement to the downside. I will be waiting patiently to see that range formation. This, you know, when we get a breakdown of certain levels, unless it's a swing failure pattern, then yes, I'll jump in a short or jump in a long. Okay, if you do quickly, do get that recovery. after testing this low already once, you know, the first touches are the ones you want to get in. Okay, so if you were to roll down right now, it is going to be a little bit dangerous to get into a swing failure pattern here because you've already dipped beneath the level today. And you know the deal, in a downtrend, lower highs, the more times you touch a level of resistance or support, the more chances you have to break it. So you want to get into that first touch. Second, third touch, not too interested actually in a downtrend, as you know that you could break down with a volatile move. So for me, this is going to be a nothing event, nada. I'm going to be waiting patiently for the levels to react. What levels? Well, this is what we're going to talk about right away. Now, if we do see the daily levels, we do have a daily level all the way down at $49,700. We also have some fib levels, pivot low here from this last impulsive move. We do have the 618, which is sitting, you know, at the very low $50,000 range. Could we react at that zone? If we do zoom out and we do take a look at fib level from the pivot low here, I mean, you got it's a little bit of a complex correction. You could either take it from this low or from this low if you do count this as a three-wave structure. But nevertheless, it is very, very close to each other. So on average, to take a look at the 0.236 Fibonacci, yeah, it is quite above the 618. I mean, 0.236 Fibonacci is sitting at $50,300. It's going to be we're just going to have to wait patiently for the zone to form. And I mean, what do I mean by wait patiently? When do I get into a trade setup? When do I get into a trade setup? I'm waiting patiently, and as I'm waiting patiently, you know, I miss the move. Where do I need to wait patiently for the move? Well, like I said, once we break down, there's going to be a nada event. Nada, nothing. I am waiting for the price to see what kind of reaction we are forming here, because I am looking for that double bottom, either a double bottom or even a triple bottom formation in a descending wedge structure to try and catch the lows. Okay, try and catch the lows with very good risk management and then look for the possible rise. You get above this low over here, if you do try and catch that double bottom, whether it's at the daily level 49,500, 49,800, it doesn't matter. We're just going to have to wait patiently for the reaction formation. Now, if it does only get a massive drop and there's no major consolidation, you just do this and then you do this. Well, obviously that will be it. Of course, this will be very hard to catch as a long trade, managing risk very, very well, because you are expecting a leg down for that possible double bottom or triple bottom, right? You are waiting here for the range and you suddenly get a massive recovery. This will be plan 2, plan B, right? This will be plan B. If plan A doesn't form that price action that I want to see to take, to take that trade, which is, keeping it simple, a local double bottom on the lower time frames, 5 minute, 15 minute, then, and we have a kind of bit of a V-shaped recovery, the plan B will be as soon as we get above this low over here from Saturday, sitting at $50,600, that will be a clear sign, guys, that with the price could very likely have that continuation to the upside. It's been a fake out from the double top scenario, and you are looking for that rest of the short squeeze to get that rise inside of that fifth wave. Okay, so it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a trader's paradise. You know, beneath this level, I'm really going to wait patiently to check the reaction of the price, because it could either waterfall, you know, we don't know if it's going to waterfall. It could either create a massive V shape. Okay, it's going to be a dangerous environment to do whatever, right? This is, for me, a no trade zone, because I don't know how impulsive the price can go to the downside. I don't know if it's going to V shape. You know, there's so many different scenarios. So what you want to see is that reaction, that consolidation. That is where you can speculate in the lows and look for that descending channel, wedge, broadening wedge, whatever, to get into the lowest level possible. Let the price action dance around, like I like to say, to get into that good setup, because that first volatile move is just going to be it's going to be gambling, right? It's going to be gambling. If you don't know what the heck the price is going to do, why do anything, right? That is how I see the market, guys. That's how I look for my setups, right? So this zone, I have zones where for me, there's not going to be a trading setup until the price finds a formation. And if we do get an instant V-shaped recovery, we're going to have to analyze very well those pullbacks, because I think the price could get punchy here to the upside to claim again those highs. We'll be analyzing this in the next coming days. We do have the FOMC minutes, guys, in about 10 minutes. We have the FOMC minutes in about 10 minutes. We could be seeing some volatility in 10 minutes, guys. What is the FOMC meeting come expected to you? Well, like I said, on these news events, it's really unreliable. We do not know how the market is going to react. Now, we're going to take a look at the DXY, of course, because depending on what the DXY does, we are maintaining that point of control. It's getting into a squeezed zone that needs to break out, in the next coming days, if that is not today. We have the point of control of the last 2 years. We got the lower high resistance trend line. If we break out from this trend line, it is moving up to the highs and the value area high of the last 2 years. This momentum should likely bring the price of Bitcoin to lower levels, possibly dropping a few $1,000s. DXY will pump hard. Yeah, when we do take a look at the DXY, something that we've been analyzing, of course, during the last few months was detecting very well, the DXY, where it would end its downtrend, breaking above the lower high resistance was already a break out of the downtrend. This is why we very much detected here to create a higher low, based on the value area low of the range. Guys, this is ready for a higher low right there. We're going to get a rise. And if we do break out from lower high resistance, then obviously we're looking for these highs to be taken. And this small little rise will not be good for Bitcoin in the short term, right? We'll be probably looking for a several $1,000 more of a pullback. Halving is about 1.5 months. We don't have much time for big corrections. So I think 48K is the correction then to the upside. Very much a possibility, no doubt. We have less than 60 days, guys, for the Bitcoin halving. Are you excited? Are you excited? It's really not much of an event, but this time is slightly different, right? Where we do have big players in the game right now. We have Vanguard here will relent and offer Bitcoin ETFs over time. Bloomberg senior ETF analyst. So yeah, we got big players in the game at the moment. And like you said here, maybe those corrections are not going to be too powerful. So $48,000, it is definitely a possibility. Now, if we were to take a look at the classic textbook technical analysis here of this double top scenario, taking a look at the high to the low and looking at the projected move of a double top, this is actually very interesting, because where the target is where we do have this higher low right over here. Look at this. This for me would be a good swing failure pattern level based on the target projection and looking for that low to be claimed as a liquidity grab. There's a lot of people with stop loss here. Obviously classic stop losses under the lows. We just grabbed the stop losses today from this low and then get the rise. So this level at $48,300 is a good level for a reaction. Let's take a look at Fibonacci here from the pivot low of this wave 3. We got 382. If we do take a look at from this pivot, yeah, we got the 382 right there, which is slightly above. So could you get that reaction? You got 382 sitting at 48,590 approximately. Could that volatile move just sweep up these lows and get an instant reaction, as we do have the 382? And it is also a common target for a fourth wave. Right, so it does make sense. It does make sense that this could actually get that reaction. So I would note that level here, because it's very likely that you are going to get an instant bounce from this low over here. Remember, if you are interested in trading, guys, best platform, Bybit, #1 for me. You do have the greatest deal down below, only with my link in the description. You got 20% fee discount once you sign up, and that $30,000 deposit bonus. If you cannot trade on Bybit, you have 𝗬cie, of course. No KYC is required. Email and password. You also got the exclusive bonus, only with my link. It's the second link, guys, for 𝗬cie to grab that bonus. They do have currently the lowest fees, 0.01 taker fee. So it's a scalper's paradise. Check out the links down below, legends. Let's go right away with the comment section. This time is different. This time is different, says Nizam. This time is different. Yes, it is quite different, actually. 51,400 liquidity grab incoming, bro. So we do have liquidity at 51,400. We do have a bit of liquidity here. We do have some liquidity here at 51,700. Also, there is quite a lot of liquidity. So could we get that bounce here to the upside from current levels? Let's analyze the local situation here for Bitcoin for some possible scalping setups, legends. I know you like scalping setups. Let's talk about what has happened today. What has happened today here with the price action, looking at session volume profile, looking at the previous days, okay, previous day basically. And for a surprise that we do have the previous day value area low that has been maintaining as resistance. We did not manage to claim that previous day value area low, and we basically got rejected 3 times today already at that level. I was expecting here also with the Legends trading community that would be a clear sign of strength if we were to manage to break above that level. Just a local sign of strength. Of course, then it could double top or whatever, but you would be looking for that level of resistance that has been proven to be resistance today to flip as support if you get a significant volume breakout. If you do get that nice breakout with some intense volume, you are looking for that support flip, at least to test the highs. Then it could double top miserably, all right? But the highs is a take profit. So that is definitely a possible scenario if you are waiting for a scalp scenario. You get above this proven level of resistance today, which is the $51,400, you know, very likely you're going to get that quick little flip. Maybe it's just going to be a double top, or maybe you break through here. We never know that, but we do know that it could flip instantly as support quickly to claim the highs of the breakout, okay? So that is a major level that I do see here on the chart. And we do have that liquidity, as someone is saying here in the comment section, right? We do have that bunch of liquidity that has been building up during today at $51,700. So could that be the case? Could we get the rise from current levels? Well, we're going to analyze CVD. I got a bit of an itchy nose. We could analyze CVD. We are forming local bullish CVD divergence. We are forming higher lows on the price action, lower lows on all of the exchanges. People are shorting the market here aggressively, and they're not managing to push the price down to claim that low at $50,500 range. So it's getting absorbed for the moment, and this could actually create a pump to claim those highs. It is a little bit of a pure speculation long position. I mean, it's a bit risky. It is definitely risky based on your stop loss, right? When you are close to some lows, it is risky, but you know, it's you either take the attempt or you don't. It's going to be interesting to see how the price action develops here, because if you do claim that low, it is a internal local swing failure pattern. You can have that attempt. We're getting the drop right now. We're getting the drop. If you do claim that low, it could be an internal sweep up that low quickly and then possibly get the rise. You are forming local bullish CVD divergence, and the target zone would be these highs over here. You just slightly tap that level. I wouldn't go too crazy. Oh, we're getting the drop. we're getting the drop right now. It's not a bad long attempt if you get back above this price action. We've got a little bit of a small descending wedge structure. I mean, it is, well, it's coming. Oh, it's almost claiming the low. Almost claiming the low. Got a bit of a move down here. If you do get above this low after this wick, it could be pretty good. Could be pretty good to speculate in a long attempt right now with stop loss beneath this low. Bit aggressive, a bit aggressive. We are still moving here, forming those bullish CVD divergence. Would be nice to get above that low right there and consolidate. You're forming a little bit of a wedgy structure. Yeah, it would be a sniper long. It would be a sniper long, stop beneath the low. You're looking possibly for that liquidity grab. So you got right now, it looks pretty good. You'd have to speculate on that long position to claim those highs possibly in the next coming hours. Wow, it's moving down again. Oh, hang on a second, guys. Yeah, this is really risky to trade at the moment. We have the FOMC minutes. I just remembered why. We're getting a bit of volatility at the moment, up and down. It's a little bit dangerous at the moment as we do have the FOMC minutes. Almost forgot about this. We really do not want to trade when there is news events, okay? When there is big news coming out, guys, stay cautious with your trades. We're looking at a setup right now, but I would be cautious. I would really stay away of trading at the moment based on the volatility that could happen right now, up or down. Stay cautious. Let's see what the DXY is doing. DXY here, as we have in the FOMC minutes, not doing much. It is maintaining that point of control, yeah, as support very nicely. Stay cautious. Yeah, it would be no trade zone at the moment, guys, based on the news. Sorry about that. Should be. We did talk about it at the beginning of the stream, but we're talking about scalping setups. And if we do have the FOMC minutes, it could be a volatility fest, guys. And, you know, any tight stop losses or any trading scenarios are just going to be very risky, as you could get that, you know, volatile up and down. And it's very, very risky to trade, okay? Just wanted to point out that even though we are forming those bullish CVD divergence and so, but stay cautious, guys, with trading at the moment based on the news, okay? It's a bit risky. It is a bit risky. If you want to take that attempt, if you do want to take a long attempt here based on liquidity at $51,700, claiming those highs, and also we do have those bullish CVD divergence forming very nicely here on the chart. Bit risky here with the news, no doubt. BingX is not non-KYC. They are forcing KYC. This is BingX though, but not 𝗖𝗆. Not that I am aware of. 𝗖𝗆 is still non-KYC, and you just can sign up with an email and a password on 𝗖𝗆 at the moment and claim that beautiful bonus just with my link down below in the description. No KYC is required on 𝗖𝗆 for the moment. Maybe in the future, yes. But if you just want email and password, you got 𝗖𝗆 and that insane bonus to claim, okay? No bullish CVD yet. Yes, there is. Why not? Why no bullish CVD yet? Of course there is. We can see it here more locally. Yes, there is bullish CVD divergence, even looking at, you know, the lower time frames. Looking at the lower time frames, there is lower lows on CVD and also on Bybit, and there is higher lows even with these candlesticks. So there is local bullish CVD divergence. The chart does not say that it's not having any bullish CVD divergence. Let's take a look at the super chat right away. Aditya, thank you very much for letting me know, because super chat has gone all the way up. 𝗬vault, my man, check out 𝗬vault's channel. He is here in the comment section. He has an insane channel and always talking about Bitcoin technical analysis, sometimes some altcoins. We have him here in the comment section. Share some love. Go and check out 𝗬vault's channel. He also provides daily technical analysis on Bitcoin. So Avalanche, head and shoulder. Should I short target? Let's take a look at Shazhank's super chat here. Solana and Avalanche. Let's take a look at that right away. Let's take a look at that right away. If anybody attempts a long position here, this is what it looks like. This is what it should look like. Okay. It is risky. We do have the funk minutes. You have a bunch of liquidity at this high, and you do have bullish CVD divergence. It's an attempt that you can take. Stay cautious with the funk minutes. We never know what's around the corner. It could be massive volatility. Let's take a look at Avalanche right away here. We're just focusing on Bitcoin, of course. Let's go right away through Avalanche. We got somebody here in the comment section, Shazhank, saying that we do have a head and shoulder on Avalanche. So Avalanche, head and shoulder. Is that on the lower time frames? I need some time frames as well. Okay, we got this. You are late. You are late to short the head and shoulder if you're looking at Avalanche on the 1 hourly time frame. This broke out already late yesterday basically. This, this is no place to get into a short position. You can see that if this is the head and shoulder structure that you are talking about, this broke out yesterday and retested that neckline to perfection. Wow, look at this. I mean, this is a textbook head and shoulder structure, getting the resistance from that head and shoulder right there, neckline, and, basically still moving to the downside. Really, really nice. I mean, if you do take a look at the textbook head and shoulder target zone, you are looking for lower levels on Avalanche, but I would personally not short right now. You also got this resistance, possible support flip that is going on at the moment, where you do have here from the price action here of January, massive level of resistance. That is where we're currently at. So short here, negative. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Never in a million years. The retest could be shorted in a head and shoulder structure right there. And, just to be safe, just in case it's a fake out, well, obviously you would be looking for your stop loss to be, slightly above here, give or take a bit of room. I mean, you are targeting lower, but you need to understand that you have a massive level of resistance on the chart that is basically getting the reaction. So Bitcoin, yeah, I would not short at the moment. This is actually, this is not actually a good level to short. You're getting a resistance support flip here reaction currently on the chart. So it's not really, unless you're looking at something on the higher time frames or lower time frames. Yeah, I guess this is the one that you're looking at. Not a level to short. Targets could be lower. What I would be looking at here, just looking at basic technical analysis. I mean, look at this. This is kind of a confirmation as well that you have broken higher low support structure with a head and shoulder. The moment to short was here. You can see it on the chart, right? Just looking at basic technical analysis, you break higher low support trend line and you're breaking the neckline of the head and shoulder structure. And you're also getting the support resistance flip of the neckline late last night, early morning today, Central European time. Oh, sorry, no, early morning today, and then just moving to the downside. So your moment to short was at the $38. Now, if we were to rise from here, let's talk about, just if the price were to get a significant rise, right, from this resistance support flip, because overall you are in an uptrend on higher time frame. Even though you broke the trend line, you are resistance support flip right there. And if you were to get that bounce, talking about a major level of resistance, because you have broken trend line, let's talk about here a major level of resistance on Avalanche taking a look at the fixed volume profile of this range. I mean, look at this. I mean, yeah, this broke the value area low. It broke the value area low, and the value area low of this trading zone that we've had during the last 10 days has flipped as resistance, right? So that was really a good speculation short position right there at the value area low. If the price were to come all the way up here, of course, it would be a risky to re-enter again. You're testing the highs right there. This would be a no short trade. You only have the first attempt. Second attempt would be a little bit more risky because you could get here, come down, then come back up. But what would be a great level here is the point of control of the zone of the last 10 days on Avalanche, $39. Of course, you would be reclaiming here the value area. You're looking for that resistance. You could be flipping this as support and get back up. It's going to be a level to level trading zone. Okay, so 39.50 is where we have point of control, and the value area low where we have been proven to see support and resistance, right? It's a proven level of support and resistance during the last couple of weeks. You could flip it as support if you do get that momentum to the upside back inside of the zone. You're looking level to level trading here on Avalanche. So yeah, that was a little bit of internal analysis here on Avalanche, level to level trading. What is Bitcoin doing? Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Oof. Yeah, it's gonna have to we're gonna have to see some steam coming in now in the next coming minutes. If we do get a little bit of a pullback, that is fine, but overall we do have, like I said, we do have the bullish CVD divergence. It is an attempt. You have swept up the lows today, and this is what gives you confidence, right? If this low wouldn't have been swept today, right, because we did sweep these lows, that is good. That means that you've claimed that liquidity, you've actually got the move, and it gives you the possibility in the price to actually get a rise to claim these highs. And also based on bullish CVD divergence, right? You are forming those local bullish CVD. Now you might think, no, because this was only a wick. Well, it was only a wick, but nevertheless, you are forming aggressive lower lows already on the CVD. Okay, so I mean, you are forming lower lows right there. You have the low right there here. Some might discuss, you need a body candle close to confirm the CVD, but more internally, locally, you have a lot of wicks locally, and you could count it as bullish CVD divergence, in my opinion. Don't buy 𝗖𝗺 yet. 𝗖𝗺, Japanese Bitcoin. 𝗖𝗺 is the Japanese Bitcoin. Let's take a look at 𝗖𝗺 right away. Is 𝗖𝗺 the Japanese Bitcoin, guys? Let me know. What do you think? Got a significant pump during the last few days. Got a significant rally. Let's go through the comment section. 𝗖𝗺 waiting for a pullback. Let's take a look at 𝗖𝗺 right away on the chart. Why not? 𝗖𝗺 US dollar. Woof. 𝗖𝗺 has kicked off. 𝗖𝗺 has kicked off. My goodness. Woo. Wow. This has absolutely blasted off. What's happened to this? What's happened to this? This has actually got a major breakout from a large double bottom scenario right over here. Boom. Just exploded out of this double bottom. What is more interesting locally here, if you would have detected this just a couple of weeks back, is that you were flipping this neckline, local double bottom, right over here. Adam and Eve flipped it as support twice. flipped it as support. So this was actually good, nice consolidation reaction. Woof, this has exploded during the last few days. Absolutely craziness. Absolute crazy on 𝗖𝗺. 𝗖𝗺 can be traded on Bybit, by the way, legends. I remember seeing 𝗖𝗺. It is available here on Bybit. For anybody that is not trading on Bybit, remember that you do have that exclusive bonus with the link down below in the description with 20% fee discount only with my link. Check out that, guys, if you're not trading on Bybit just yet. Not much here on Bitcoin. FOMC minutes are going on at the moment. Is there anything interesting? Is anybody knowing what there is going on with the FOMC minutes? Talk about 𝗖𝗺. Yeah, 𝗖𝗺, there's not much to talk. It just got an explosive breakout. You know, we had a massive explosive breakout, and there is really not much. I haven't done research on this cryptocurrency, but on the chart, it's just leaving the accumulation zone that we had in between 2022 and 2023. If you were interested in buying 𝗖𝗺, I mean, no doubt that this was the range where you're actually going sideways, bottoming out from a brutal bear market of 2022. I mean, this was the time to buy. Right now, no, I would wait for a pullback. I mean, this still does look good. I mean, this is kind of the first pump of the bull run, guys. A lot of the altcoins are creating the first pump of the bull run, meaning that any corrective move after this pump is a buying opportunity, in my personal opinion. Of course, no financial advice. If 𝗖𝗺 were to get that pullback in the next coming weeks, it's still very soon to say. This could pump another 50% to the upside. When the pump happens, you need to respect the pump. This could get explosive during the next coming days, but you know, any consolidation pullback would be a great buying opportunity, as I do believe that on many altcoins, such as, you know, when we do take a look at 𝗖𝗨 as well, 𝗖𝗨 for example, yeah, hopefully we are going to see one more leg down. You know, Algorand, 𝗖𝗨, I do have a bunch of cash on the sidelines. I'm waiting a little bit patiently to buy more altcoins, see if we do get that pullback of 10, 20, 30% before the halving or during the halving, because that is going to be the ultimate last opportunity to stack a huge amount of altcoins before we actually start running, you know, by end of 2024, right? That is when we're expecting those major rallies in the crypto space. So yeah, let's go right away. Andy, one question: what is the highest level for flat ABC correction? Still, there is a possibility for a flat ABC correction for Bitcoin. Okay, what is the highest level for a flat ABC correction? What is the highest level for the flat? Yeah, the highest level, if we do take a look at, I'm not sure what time frames are you talking about, because we have this possible flat scenario. And let me just check here the Coinbase chart 1 second, because did we hit those highs on most of the exchanges, right? I believe so. Yeah, we did claim the highs right there. So I'm not sure if you are talking about this flat right over here, right there, or the higher time frame flat scenario. I mean, it's still very much a possibility. Let me get these daily levels out of the way. It's still very much a possibility this to be a flat right over here. It's still possible, because we are at the flat targets for this to be a wave, a B wave, very extensive, of course. This has been a 1, 2, 3 ABC move inside of the B wave and then B wave down. So the common target is 1236 and 1382. This is basically where we're topping out here during the last few days. It's still possible. I mean, the major target zone would be $38,000. It seems unrealistic right now, because based on, you know, on the bullishness that there is right now on Bitcoin, right? It seems unreal, right? It ain't gonna happen, right? Halving is around the corner. Massive institutional adoption, buying pressure. You know, can this happen? Get a pullback to 38K? it's definitely a possibility. Let's leave it that way. There is the scenario of the flat right there. And yeah, it definitely could go down there. I mean, what would be the target zones here as well for the end of that C wave? Okay, let me just reverse this 1 second. I mean, it would be just coming down to claim these lows, basically. It would be just to come down to claim that low right there, and then obviously look for that consolidation. That would be full bull mode if you consolidate beneath this low and start getting above it. That would be like the ultimate level to buy, in my opinion, if we were to get all the way down there. But if you're talking about this flat, I mean, yeah, this is also makes sense, right? If we are taking a look at this as a possibility, as a 1 wave, 2 wave, 3 wave, 4 wave, then if you are talking about this flat scenario, then we're taking a look at this pivot to this pivot low to the pivot high right there, and you are looking for the very low $50,000 area, giving it an extensive one at 1.618 at 49,500. That is where we do have the daily. You know, like I said, we consolidate here. We consolidate here in the, if we were to get that drop down, you know, this for me is going to be like, this is good, guys. This is bullish. And I think a lot of the people, most of the people are going to believe that this is a double top, and the breakdown is going to push the price to much lower levels, which is definitely possible, no doubt. But what I am saying here is that if we start dancing around, forming that descending wedge, double bottom scenario, inverted head and shoulder, whatever, as you wish, a consolidation basically, is going to give us a good sign that this could be the end of that 4th wave. And especially if we do get above this pivot low after that reaction, consolidation, whatever happens, inverted head and shoulder, you know, this is going to be extremely bullish zone where the price is just likely going to push up to the highs. But we'll be analyzing that scenario in the next coming days if we were to get that push down, legends. So shorts, not a trader. Bull run is coming, says Steven. Absolutely. Bull run. We are kind of in the beginning stages of the bull run. Any big pullbacks on Bitcoin now and altcoins are just going to be great for buying. In my opinion, that is what I am going to be doing. Any major pullbacks now, having the halving 60 days away and having, you know, the massive inflows. Coinbase International Exchange hits $1 billion in daily trading volume for the first time. There's big money in Bitcoin, in crypto, big money coming in. And obviously, it's, you know, 1 billion in daily trading volume. This is insane in 24 hours. First time on Coinbase. Let's take a look at some other news events, things that are happening. Crypto bull run. Ethereum whale bought $65,000. Sorry, 50,000 Ethereum. $65,000. 65,000 Ethereum worth $188 million. So there's buying pressure on Ethereum. We do know that Ethereum ETF is very much a possibility for approval in May, guys. So, I mean, obviously Ethereum, we like it or not, is highly attached to Bitcoin, especially to the downside. So when we do take a look at Ethereum here, we are struggling at this daily level, but we've been talking about Ethereum speculation that it, you know, could be bottoming out here at this range, and, you know, it could be rallying to the value area high at $3,500. I still think that that is going to happen in the coming weeks, and that is obviously pushing the price, speculating that that ETF is going to get approved. So no doubt that Ethereum is still very, very much bullish for the next coming weeks and months. Any pullbacks from here is just going to be a good zone. You know, major uptrend is likely to continue here for Ethereum. So I wouldn't panic too much if we dropped a few $100s. It's just going to be a great buy zone. You know, this is very much in a strong uptrend. So especially we have the ETF, and we know, you know, once we start seeing stuff about Ethereum ETF, there's going to be massive speculation. Oh, Ethereum ETF is coming. What happened to Bitcoin? Bitcoin exploded during the last few months, and Ethereum will likely follow, based on the ETF, speculation approval. Now, short-term holders are starting to increase while long-term holders are starting to decrease. There is long-term holders starting to decrease. Are long-term holders starting to take profit? I did sell one Bitcoin just the last few weeks in between $48,000 and $50,000. I sold one Bitcoin just to take some profits here inside of, this range, speculating on a possible larger pullback before the halving. But I'm not selling anymore, no doubt. I'm not selling anymore. There was just a quick little take profit at this range from accumulation that's happened during the last couple of years in the bear market. But yeah, this is interesting to see. Short-term holders are increasing. Okay, so yeah, this is we got long-term holders decreasing a little bit. It's just a minor pullback, nothing too important. But it seems like there has been some profit taking from long-term holders, which obviously it makes sense, right? You take profit when the price goes up. Will it go to 100K, break all-time high? Of course it will. Of course it will in the coming years. This is why we don't sell all of our Bitcoin until we break all-time high. Japanese cabinet approves Bitcoin and crypto assets for investments by venture capital firms. Japan, bullish. Bitcoin, we know there's the ETF in Hong Kong also for Bitcoin. It's just massive big news. 𝗖𝗺𝗆𝗇, we got the long-term bears having a big laugh about 𝗖𝗺𝗆𝗇 buying Bitcoin when the price was ranging in between $25,000, $30,000, $35,000. People expecting much lower levels, and now at $12 billion market cap after its Bitcoin bet. He's in insane profits. I'm not sure. It was a few $1 billion in profits. MicroStrategy is close to qualifying for the S&P 500, one of the largest companies in the world right now, thanks to his bet on Bitcoin. I'm not sure, because he is always saying about you never sell your Bitcoin. You don't sell Bitcoin, right? And I mean, no doubt there is a very strong projection. Bitcoin, once Bitcoin hits $100,000 or more in the coming years, the profits that this man is going to make is going to be absolute insanity. But what if we have a black swan event? What if the world enters into a depression, right? Because there is a thin line. And I'm not sure if Bitcoin will be the saver, right? If there is an energy crisis or something similar, this magic crypto money, it could get a pretty significant pullback, and obviously that would be devastating for this man and those big bets, okay, that these people are betting on Bitcoin. What we have is VanEck spot Bitcoin ETF trading volume is up 14x today. So I don't know what happened with VanEck. The ETF has absolutely exploded. So yeah, we have obviously a massive inflows on Bitcoin still. And Vanguard, like I mentioned before, it will relent and offer Bitcoin ETFs over time. So big players. We know the institutional interest is there. It is there massively. 4 billion in profit, says Vanilla Funk. Yeah, well, there we have it. We got, he has 4 billion in profit, unrealized profit. It's very, very important to say. Unrealized profit. Profits are profits when you sell, not when, you're not selling, right? So I think he's good. He will be good for the coming years. Bitcoin will likely break all-time high, whether that's in 1 year, 2 years. It's going to happen at some point, maybe in the coming months. He is good. Hit the like button, peeps. Mark Dutch, thank you very much for that insane support. Bang. Thank you very much, my man. Always banging here in the comment section. A head and shoulder for Ethereum, possibly. We have somebody in the comment section saying a head and shoulder possible here for Ethereum. What time frame? Is that lower time frames? Little bit of a, yeah. Wouldn't call it exactly head and shoulder. Very, very dodgy one. Is that on lower time frames? Very dodgy head and shoulder. It's more of a broadening wedge, right? You've got a bit of a broadening wedge happening here on Ethereum more than a head and shoulder. But yeah, no doubt, if you get a solid breakdown from this massive level that we have been maintaining as support during the last few days, it's been getting wicks and wicks. A solid breakdown here with volume could definitely be a resistance flip. But yeah, still not, still not looking too bad. Still not looking too bad. Let's go BTC. What's BTC doing? Is it managing? Is it struggling? We didn't get much volatility with the FONC minutes. Of course, we're probably going to know more what is happening in the next 30 minutes, right? Once the FONC minutes is out and we have the press knowing about what's been going on, then we're probably going to see that volatility in the next 30 minutes, right, or so. For the moment, we haven't had much volatility. Bitcoin's pretty stuck. Pretty stuck, legends. Right, Aditya, right away. How are you doing? Thanks for joining. 𝗬vault, always. Go and check 𝗬vault's channel, guys. He is in the comment section. He posts insane good technical analysis every single day on his channel. Go and check him out. Right, legends, I'm going to wrap it up. Done a quickie here. Done a bit of a quickie, just under an hour, just about an hour. Not much to say, guys. ETF for gold. Remember, gold was a 1 trillion market cap back in 2024. That is when we had the ETF approval. Bitcoin right now is 1 trillion market cap when we're having the ETF approval just last month. Is it a coincidence? Digital gold, we are in for an epic rally on Bitcoin in the coming years. So make sure to have some Bitcoin in your wallets for the coming years, guys, because the gains can be pretty crazy. No financial advice, of course, as always, legends. If you want to take profits and change to fiat, a great option is the 𝗖app, guys. Check out the 𝗖app. You have the link down below. It's the best on-off ramp for fiat. Basically, you have some profits. You withdraw them here. You change them here to euros in an instant. Fees are the lowest out there. Best on-off ramp, guys, if you want to change fiat, okay, to crypto to fiat. You have the 𝗖app, guys. You have the direct link down below, okay? It's the fourth link, as you can see right there. You have your own IBAN number as well, so you can do bank transfers. You can pay your bills with the 𝗖app, with the cash here tab. Check it out, legends. It's a great option here to change your crypto into euro for all of those people from Europe. Thank you, legends, for joining. We'll be back with more tomorrow.